alive. It's all happening on Elite Dangerous. There's my ship, the Lady Jessica. Just want to see what these arcs are about. I've not really looked into them. Take on as what they are. So, when last I left my aging ship, I was somewhere, I'm just stealing, the kids got these selection book or advent calendar things and they don't like them, so I've been tasked with demolishing them, which will not be a problem, believe you me. Ho, ho, ho. White chocolate with mint is weird though. Whoa, I'm staying away from that. There's something worth it in the passenger lounge today. Yeah. Yeah, I can maybe take him. Let's go to 10, yeah. No idea how much I wish this game would be ported over to the VR. It would be so cool. See, to be honest, see the After 8 Advent calendar this year, it sucks. It really does suck, so if you like nice chocolate, don't buy it. News reports on.
Golconda's inhabitants migrate to Forester's Choice. The crew of the Generations ship Golconda have migrated to their new home, the outpost Forester's Choice in the Upanakles system. Following a successful bid to assist the Golconda crew with their relocation, the Federation arranged for transportation from the ancient vessel in orbit around Upanaklis B3. Communication with the generation ship in the days prior to departure revealed a certain amount of trepidation among their people. But with centuries space travel having exhausted the Golconda's ability to adequately sustain the colonists, the majority supported the decision to relocate. The Golconda's command staff also confirmed that they would continue distillation of the beverage Apaviati. This unique spirit will be on sale to traders from Forester's Choice. Professor Elizabeth Perez, head of anthropology at Orion Independent University, was on hand to observe the master settlement. Many of the colonists openly wept as they stepped aboard the transport vessels, speaking words of thanks and sorrow to the Golconda itself. On several occasions, the emigrants broke spontaneous into song, with hundreds locked arm in arm. During the flight, I overheard a group of youths chatting excitedly about the technology that would be available to them, perhaps ignorant of the significance of their journey. But most striking was the people's collective determination to maintain their unique culture and to remain together as they enter this new chapter. It remains to be seen whether this society will retain its isolationist outlook or willingly integrate with the galaxy. We can only hope that these remarkable travelers from the past will be left alone long enough to explore 34th century humanity at their own pace, to celebrate this historic event.
Travelers from the past, did she say?
Federation has announced that a purchase discount will be applied to federal ships between the 5th and 16th of December 3305.
Hostile power,
Federation delivers Golconda's new home.
Delete.
The Federation has won the bid to provide the Golconda's population with a permanent home, beating a rival effort by the Empire. Both campaigns received support from the galactic community, but the initiative to create an orbital outpost for the generation ship's inhabitants ultimately proved more popular than the construction of a planetary port. An official message from the Golconda confirmed that the colonists were impressed by the superpower's success and have agreed to migrate to the outpost once it has been completed. The outpost will be named Forester's Choice to honor the captain of the Golconda, Jonathan Forrester.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go and see Forester's Choice. The Golconda
have also accepted the status of a federal partner while retaining their autonomy. Congressman Harlan Turk made this statement. We are proud to offer a fresh start to a society descended from the Federation's forebears. Their unique culture will continue to thrive among the stars at an outpost that enjoys federal protection. Imperial Senator Rava Cornelius sent a message of goodwill to Captain Forrester and his crew. She admitted disappointment at the Golconda's decision but wished the colonists peace and prosperity for the future. Supporters of the Imperial and Federal campaigns can now collect outstanding rewards from their respective megaships in the Upanaklis system. A gift from the Golconda. The inhabitants of the generation ship Golconda have offered a token of gratitude to authorities in the Upanaklis system for their recent help. The gift was a case of an alcoholic spirit labeled Apaviati, distilled only aboard the Golconda for many centuries. An accompanying note explained that the production technique has remained largely unchanged since the 22nd century. Analysis of the beverage confirmed it was safe for consumption, although nothing is known of the raw ingredients or distillation process. As yet, very few people have sampled Apaviati, but the celebrated gourmet and critic Giles Capalio was invited to appraise the spirit. Well, what a delight this is, to experience a previously unheard of libation. Apaviati is refreshing on the palate with a smooth, crisp flavor, but delivers a vigorous thump to the senses once swallowed. If it ever becomes widely available, connoisseurs everywhere would surely adore it. The Golconda crew is sitting atop a potential gold mine. Professor Elizabeth Perez of the Orion Independent University provided an anthropologist's take. This is a significant gesture from a society that has been highly reluctant to interact with outsiders. Although their isolationist stance remains prevalent, offering Apaviati could be interpreted as the start of a cultural exchange program prior to rejoining civilization. Superpowers compete over Golconda's future. The Empire and the Federation have announced rival initiatives to provide a new home for the crew of the generation ship Golconda. During the aid appeal by Upaniclis Vision Incorporated, engineering experts confirmed that the ancient vessel can no longer meet the colony's needs. While the Golconda was designed for long-term habitation, it lacks adequate facilities for the current population levels. After lengthy discussion, the Golconda's leaders have reluctantly decided to abandon the vessel. But the ship's captain, Jonathan Forrester, has insisted that its population remain together in one location. The Empire has vowed to help the colonists complete the ship's original mission by establishing a planet-side home. Senator Rava Cornelius summarized the campaign. After generations in an artificial environment,
Nobody have any
we want
interest
to
in this
reward
whole
these
ship.
travelers with a world to call their own, fulfilling their destiny after a millennium of adventure. Contemporary agricultural techniques will enable them to become a self-sustaining colony with support. The Federation has taken a different approach, offering to create an outpost where the Golconda's spacefaring traditions can continue. This was outlined by Congress. Harlan Turk. These people have the inalienable right to continue their current way of life. A modern outpost will offer vastly superior amenities while allowing their culture to remain intact, with facilities for new trade relationships within federal market guidelines. Both superpowers have asked the galactic community to support their campaigns. Pilots can deliver polymers, CMM composites, titanium, beryllium and thallium to either of the megaships in the Upaniclis system, the Lucent Embrace for the Empire, or Keller's Resolve for the Federation. The initiative is scheduled to run from the 18th to the 26th of November 3305. If the final targets are met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Golconda attracts superpower interest. The discovery of an inhabited generation ship has attracted attention from both the Empire and the Federation. A recent trade appeal in the Upaniclis system provided the Golconda with emergency aid. Each of the superpowers has since deployed a megaship to the area, along with proposals for integrating the Golconda's crew into the galactic community. Imperial Senator Rava Cornelius released this statement. This remarkable 1,000-year mission exemplifies humanity's indomitable spirit. We stand ready to help these colonists complete that mission by constructing a new planetary settlement exclusively for their use. There, they will finally be able to enjoy solid ground and open skies, in a colony that thrives under Imperial protection. Federal Congressman Harlan Turk outlined an alternative approach. As the descendants of a generation ship launched from Seoul, we view these courageous travelers as honorary federal citizens. We therefore hold that they are entitled to remain a spacefaring commune as their ancestors wished, and intend to honor their traditional way of life with an orbital outpost to call their own. There has been minimal communication with the Golconda, and only a select few representatives of Upaniclis Vision Incorporated have interacted with the colonists. Assuming that the freshly donated supplies can fortify this micro-civilization, vital decisions will need to be made regarding the Golconda's future. Golconda receives vital aid. The initiative in the Upaniclis system to provide the generation ship Golconda with essential supplies has concluded successfully. A statement was provided by Atsuko Harada of Upaniclis Vision Incorporated. Sincere thanks to all traders who delivered medicines and emergency supplies, and also to the brave pilots who protected these shipments against pirate raids. Transfer of the goods to the Golconda has concluded, and I understand they were accepted gratefully. The medical supplies were accompanied by representatives of the Interstellar Health Organization, who advised the colonists on their use. Team leader Dr. Ivan Johansson commented, "Our antiviral agents are far more advanced than those on the Golconda, and early indications suggest patients are responding well to treatment. Hopefully we have halted the outbreak of what the colony calls the wasting kiss." Reports from Upaniclis government insiders indicate that communication with the Golconda has become more frequent, particularly in regards to technological advancements. Local media coverage has fueled public speculation that the colonists should abandon their ancient vessel and establish a new home in the system. Pilots who took part in the campaign can now obtain their rewards from Fozard Port in the Upaniclis system. The Golconda generation. The culture of the generation ship Golconda has been examined by Professor Elizabeth Paris, head of anthropology at Orion Independent University. Little is
coming
known
into
about
this
the
system,
Golconda's
though, it's making
origins.
me very
There are no
nervous.
intact records of its launch, and the lack of archived blueprints suggests a privately funded colonization attempt. But there's no doubt this microcosm of 22nd century society will have diverged over the past 1,000 years. The inhabitants' language is entirely comprehensible, however, and their social structure is recognizable. Rigid security measures are in evidence, as one would expect from an isolationist culture. We also know there is a custodian tasked with ensuring the community's well-being, and a chaplain who provides spiritual guidance. All signs point to contentment with, maybe even an addiction to, their spacefaring existence. While audio messages recorded by the Golconda crew are available to the galactic community, only a select handful of individuals representing Upaniclis Vision Incorporated have been permitted to dock with the Golconda. Professor Paris traveled to Upaniclis to speak with them as part of her study. Interviews with those
I
who
might like to
delivered
go and see
supplies were
that generation
fascinating.
ship.
As
I
one
always
pilot
remember
put it,
they were
the loading procedures
the
were
thing that
done at top
fascinated me
speed,
most
hardly
with
any comms
Frontier
chatter
League
at
2.
all. Nobody on the Golconda entered the cargo bays before we left. I got the impression they were scared stiff of us. History shows that isolated cultures can be irrevocably damaged by contact
Well,
with
today
outsiders.
in Northern Ireland we're
We
getting
must
high
ensure that efforts
winds
to
and
support the
rain.
Golconda community do not destroy this unique bubble colony. Golconda's inhabitants migrate to Forester's Choice. The crew of the Generation ship Golconda have migrated to their new home, the outpost Forester's Choice in the Upaniclis system. Following a successful bid to assist the Golconda crew with their relocation, the Federation arranged for transportation from the ancient vessel to the outpost now in orbit around Upaniclis B3. Communication with the Generation ship in the days prior to departure revealed a certain amount of trepidation among their people. But with centuries of space travel having exhausted the Golconda's ability to adequately sustain the colonists, the majority supported the decision to relocate. The Golconda's command staff also confirmed that they would continue distillation of the beverage Appaviati. This unique spirit will be on sale to traders from Forester's Choice. Professor Elizabeth Perez, head of anthropology at Orion Independent University, was on hand to observe the mass resettlement. Many of the colonists openly wept as they stepped aboard the transport vessels, speaking words of thanks and sorrow to the Golconda itself. On several occasions, the emigrants broke spontaneously into song, with hundreds locked arm in arm. During the flight I overheard a group of youths chatting excitedly about the technology that would be available to them, perhaps ignorant of the significance of their journey. But most striking was the people's collective determination to maintain their unique culture, and to remain together as they enter this new chapter. It remains to be seen whether this society will retain its isolationist outlook or willingly integrate with the galaxy. We can only hope that these remarkable travelers from the past will be left alone long enough to explore 34th century humanity at their own pace. To celebrate this historic event, the Federation has announced that a purchase discount will be applied to federal ships between the 5th and 16th of December 3305. Federation delivers Golconda's new home. The Federation has won the bid to provide the Golconda's population with a permanent home, beating a rival effort by the Empire. Both campaigns received support from the galactic community, but the initiative to create a new orbital outpost for the Generation ship's inhabitants ultimately proved more popular than the construction of a planetary port. An official message from the Golconda confirmed that the colonists were
Sound Cruiser Sierra Whiskey Echo. Station services are prepped for your arrival. Greetings, Commander.
impressed by the superpower's success, and have agreed to migrate to the outpost once it has been completed. The outpost will be lit.
Request approved. Cleared to land on pad 2-1. Clear
Forester's choice to honor the captain of the Golconda, Jonathan Forrester. The Golconda crew have also accepted the status of a federal partner while retaining their autonomy. Congressman Harlan Turk made this statement. We are proud to offer a fresh start to a society descended from the Federation's forebears. Their unique culture will continue to thrive among the stars at an outpost that enjoys federal protection. Imperial Senator Rava Cornelius sent a message of goodwill to Captain Forrester.
Landing gear deployed. Incoming mission critical message.
Landing successful. Deploying ground services.
Pardon me. It's a pretty healthy profit on those. No, I'll hold on to them. Oh, geological equipment. Not a good seller here. Candy sucks, by the way. Bugas system. See what they like in Bugas. Aluminium, polymers, and synthetic fabrics.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
That's just tickly boo. Now, let's see, what have we here?
Shipping crates retracted. Access corridor is clear.
Nothing good. More operative shit. All I want is out of this system. Don't need to fret. I'll no be back. There's the good ones. One more. Maybe something fancy. There was a nice thing in one of them. Oh, by the way, I haven't gone mad. We bought these for the kids and they hated them, so... Door number 23. Crap that I don't like. Yay! See if these ones have had any of the fancy. I have. Have you had any of the good ones? Magic. Get out the Charik Drift. Sounds like a lovely spot. Not.
You are clear to resume own navigation.
Oh shit, no.
Frame shift drive charging.
God, that wasn't a very far to take anybody. Stay away from that big blue thing. I hate those big blue things. Drop me right in the doorstep of that space base that I'm going to. So So that's nice. Be right near the station. Oh shit. Close enough.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop
So over to
disengaged.
Wilhelm Terminal. I get nervous. Some ships start coming near me. Especially I'm carrying quite a lot of goods, shall we say. Don't know why, but something tells me the fact that there's an infant on the flight doesn't matter really very much to the kind of criminals that would hijack a ship. Wind's pulling a gale out there today. Better to be in the house, nice and warm, the heating on, playing a bit of Elite. It's a much better plan, I think. Unfortunately, I can't really do any hobby today because I can't undercoat anything because of the weather. So, because they're stuck on me today. This is a fairly quiet backwater system anyway. Doesn't look like there's much going on.
Echo. The Federation welcomes you, Commander. We'd be happy to serve you at this port. Approved for access. Make your way to landing pad number 42. You are go for automated docking. Enjoy the ride, Commander.
Did he just say we'd be happy to serve you in this court? My goodness. There's all the fields where they grow the produce for the people that live in the station. 42. Meaning of life. Very nice. So blinder control tower. Bit of manners.
Landing operation complete. Securing ship. Station facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
Well, that was all worth it so long as I got a wee bit of a smile out of them. And here, cleaned up there. Lunchtime. Gonna go make my lunch in a minute. Zavaja. Zavaja. Such a beautiful place, Zavaja. I didn't check out the commodities.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Freeze is high security. Hostile power do not fill me with a great deal of hope.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay, so not a place I'm gonna want to be sitting about. Let's see what's happening. Luckily I come in the system pretty close to Tanghui Dock, eh? There's a lot of good stuff in this system. Interesting. Might mark it down as a place to go in the future. Bird City, whatever that is, Fossey Port, Richardson Gateway, a lot of cities. Indiana Jones Key. Yadra, Belyav Terminal. The hell?
Start Cougar, Sierra, Whiskey, Echo. Greetings, Commander. Please approach the station at a safe speed and be mindful of other pilots in the area. Access granted. Adjust heading for approach to pad 2-9er. Automated docking approved.
Oh.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
Was it a Death Star?
Landing complete. Dispatching ground crew.